What did
I
happen?
died.
Oh yeah, Julia died.
Great recap. I'm so glad Julia died and we sat here for 3 hours. I'm sure nothing else happened.
We talked to Cillian. He brought us. He teleported us to. No, it wasn't Ruslas. It was the other one. Esta. That's the one. And there was kind of a little bit of a war going on, and then we met Fiend's. What's Fiend's character's name? Maria? No. Mara. That's the one. And we rode off, and we got ambushed by some. What were they called? Hyena men?
Nulls.
Gnolls. A Gnoll boss. Big old Gnoll boss. And then we got punched in the face, basically. And Julia died. Toriel almost died. Mara kind of went on a rampage about, oh look, my suit of armor got dirty. And then we were taking a long rest at the moment after the fight. Oh yeah, and also we're apparently taking Julia's dead body with us.
Which should be stiff by now, I suppose.
Can we just bury her? Like, I don't want to carry this.
It's only been like maybe 15 minutes or so. Rigor mortis hasn't set in.
I don't want to carry this dead body on my horse all day. That's a shame.
Who said it would be your horse? And excuse me if I'm inconvenient to you.
You're dead. You're dead. Also, that's not a thing Toriel would actually do.
Well, we'll
So,
still be
as you
bitching
guys
around.
begin to set up your campsite with what you have left because you didn't repurchase any
Oh shit, that's actually right.
camping materials.
Yeah. Sleep in the grass.
You guys tidy up the area a little bit and make it a little more comfortable.
I'll make a list what we have to do.
For real, you can have Julia's bedroll if you want.
Would that even fit me?
No, but spare.
Well, you wouldn't have heard that because someone is dead, and I will mute you if you continue.
Making a list. What do we have to buy? Bed stuff? Health potions?
I mean, do you guys want to... Where was it that we were told we could take a body to be resurrected? It was some sort of temple, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, the one with informations about that would be Fiends, wouldn't it? But, I mean,
Yeah,
Mara.
Fiends.
But she's not here. Can we...
So you look across to Mara, and she's kind of scouting the outside of the camp, sort of securing the area. She's breaking a few twigs here and there. You're not entirely sure why. She looks back to the group and she says, I believe there's something draconic nearby.
Oh yeah, we did.
Wouldn't it be Toriel?
Is she?
Marda kind of looks up tutorial.
Well, I am nearby.
Mara looks across. Dragonborn's a humanoid.
They're still draconic.
Perception check.
Cool. Where you looking?
Anyone remember anything about the temple?
We can ask Mara. So about that temple.
I didn't say I knew of the temple. I just said we could find the cleric.
Chad, wasn't it specifically her who said she heard about a temple who could bring back the dead?
She said we can find the cleric.
Oh, okay. About that cleric. A cleric?
Well, I've never seen it done before, but I've heard tales.
I'm just gonna bring back all of Chris's characters. He plays 5 characters at the end.
Well, you haven't confirmed Mom of Steph yet.
Is that him? your Mormons can't come back. He's actually not dead now. Anyway, so this do you know anything more about this draconic being?
My primal awareness only goes so far. 6 miles to be exact. And even then I can't pinpoint the location.
6 miles would be what, 10 kilometers? 9?
a sizable distance.
I mean, we'll take watch like we always do.
What time is it exactly?
At this point, it's late afternoon.
Because when were we
Maybe
setting up camp or are we leaving camp?
We're setting up.
Setting up. Okay, we're gonna have a long rest, won't we?
Yeah.
Right.
Who should take? Who wants to take first watch?
Well, I normally take first watch, so I
think-
guess I'll do that.
But I think Tiffany should be second watch since you're. Do I know at this point that she's already well rested after 4 hours?
You probably would have heard stuff about elves and their nature. You probably have an idea. If you ask her specifically, you might be able to learn more.
I think Mordok should take first watch, Tiffany second, and I'll take third.
Alright.
Indeed.
I can take a watch.
Which one would do you want to take?
Why not first?
All right.
Fine, I'll go second.
I guess then I'll go last.
Okay.
Alright. So Mara, she pulls her bow from her back and she posts herself up, kind of facing towards the roads. So she's pushed up a rock to the side, so you can get a good view of the road, anyone approaching from either side, and the tree line.
You rest up, Toriel. You've been wounded very heavily.
I hope I will. And I take me armor off and I go to sleep.
Okay. I'm
Yeah,
on fucking floor next to you. So is everyone
Yeah,
begins to
I'm,
nestle down?
I'm falling asleep as well.
Yeah. As everyone begins to nestle down for the night. Mara's watch passes relatively, or seemingly uneventful to you, at which point she slowly rocks Murdoch on the shoulder.
Yeah, is it my time? Okay. Maria kind of wakes up.
And with a deft action, she unrolls her sleeping roll, puts her bow to the side, hand on the sword. Falls asleep. Go ahead and roll me a perception check, Marlon.
16.
16. You notice that the clouds are getting a lot thicker as the night begins to grow darker, colder. A light dusting of frost begins to fall. You hear a few like creatures and such kind of begin to rouse at this kind of little disturbance. A couple of them repositioning themselves. You see like a wolf type form across the field from you on the other side of the road, just kind of like scamper across the opening into another side of trees. Nothing really happens when you watch.
I just throw a stick into the fire.
So who was next up?
Tiff.
Tiffany.
I'll be right back.
Hey, Tiffany! Tiffany!
What?
It's your turn.
Okay. You need to shout, you don't want to wake up everybody.
I wasn't shouting.
Mara opens his eye and looks at you.
I'm disgusted. I get up and I start taking last watch.
Alright, roll me a perception check. Hello.
Do I need to roll in case I see anything?
Yeah, roll me a perception check.
I also get +3. But I should be pretty good with 22 already.
Yeah, so 25. The frost is beginning to pick up and turn into actual snow. You hear a low kind of guttural rumble coming from northwards towards what you swear is a mountain range. It kind of fades out as it reaches your position. It just kind of washes over you as a wind, kind of blowing through trees. That's about it. Relatively calm, peaceful.
Alright. And I start to wake up everybody when the sun starts coming up.
She does indeed. Tiffany begins to shake people awake, tap people on the shoulders and such, whisper names. Mara is up like a bolt. She pins on her armor, slings her bow back on. She begins to kind of check the outskirts of what you guys were saying.
Pretty uneventful night, nothing much happened. No one answered. Okay.
What's happening?
Said it was a pretty uneventful night.
It would appear so. Do you all wake up fully rested?
You do indeed.
Coolio. Put my armor back on, which D&D book says takes 10 to 15 minutes.
Can I eat any of my rations? Mordok, you bought rations, didn't you?
Did he ever give us those?
I still have them. Kind of like give everybody the rations that I bought for them.
Cool.
Why did you cook
How many
anything?
is that?
I had 30.
There are 4 people here.
Well,
Well, I can share with Mara if she wants.
Is
Mara
it all,
can pretty much
like-
live on rats if he needs to.
Is it bread? Or is it like, do you have to cook it?
It's like dried food.
it's beef jerky.
Okay. Beef jerky.
Yeah, so you go to offer Mara some rations, and you see in her hand she's got a pile of good berries. Just eating.
Do you want some breakfast?
I'm fine.
If you wish. If you think berries can sustain you.
What kind of berries are there?
These berries can do a lot more than just sustain.
Oh, are they
Are they
magic?
neri berries?
They're good berries. From a spell, good berry. So, shall we take off?
Oh, we shall indeed.
Mara begins to kind of pack up her things and looks towards the rest of you.
Are we gonna keep her around?
What do you mean keep me around?
Not you talking to Turiel.
But we've gotta keep me
you-
around?
Yeah, I kind of like point to the dead body.
Oh, Well, I don't really want to keep taking that body with me. I'd rather just give her a proper burial.
Do whatever you wish.
Bury and be done with it. Dead weight.
Yeah, and I make a hole and I put her in.
Are we burying her now? I thought we were taking it to the to the cleric.
Raising dead is never without a price.
Is
Yeah, I
that-
know
think-
it's not.
That's how liches are born, made.
Yeah, I know.
I
I
don't
work
think
with
you want to
alchemy,
pay
I
that
know.
price for a
know.
woman we don't even know.
I know. I work for alchemy, but she mightn't be dead. She might be unconscious.
I check her pulse. It's pretty dead, right?
Not only is she dead, but her skin is cold and her form is kind of stiff at this point.
Fine. Throw her in a pit.
It's a
On
shame.
this side, we're already carrying one dead
Did
person.
we ask for Chris's opinion? Is it fine for us to just throw her away?
Character's dead. We can do with her as we want. We can loot her, although I
Fine.
wouldn't want.
You die, I'll just throw your body in a pit.
Yeah, sure.
Instead of maybe trying to reincarnate Toriel.
So
In the
do we wanna make use of what she had, or do we bury her
Whoa.
with it?
we're gonna steal off her now?
The living.
I say we bury her with all her belongings. They belong to her. Make a nice grave for her. Put some flowers on top. I'll give her a good farewell. I'll read a message that from my country we would say if someone died. I don't want to loot a dead body.
Besides the fact that we do that constantly, I do agree.
Yeah, but she was a friend. Show some respect.
Do I have a hole at this point?
After this discussion, you've dug a sizable enough hole. It's not quite 6 foot deep, but it's deep enough that there won't be any wildlife
I
disturbing it.
put her in with all that she had.
Okay.
Actually, one
Then-
thing I kind of do. Didn't you have a No, wait, we didn't have permanent teleportation circles yet, did we?
You don't. No.
Alright, well, I put her in. I bury her, and then I guess we do some prayers.
Anyone like to say anything?
I didn't really know you much. But that's okay.
It's a shame that everyone we seem to meet these days finds such a quick end. I hope the same
That is
fate
very
doesn't befall you, Mora.
For the next adventure we meet.
I take care of myself.
She was a stupid woman. Charging like that.
As unfavorable as her battle tactics may have been,
She's a brave woman.
yeah.
Brave people tend to do stupid stuff.
Brave people tend to do brave stuff.
Well, I guess I'll be glad to be stupid then.
With that, Toriel begins to shovel in the hole. Spends the next 5 to 10 minutes filling it back in. Leveling it off.
And as she does, as she reminds herself sort of all the people she met, she wonders, whatever happened to Medivh?
You kind of
Med
stop.
who?
You stop filling in for a while as your thoughts kind of wander this. You look in the air and you see like a raven just fly across the
Medivh
Pretty
just-
sure he's in a bar somewhere. Drinking his troubles.
Whatever happened to that guy? He just left without him.
I think he just
It's
stayed.
in the same bar.
He just disappeared, I think.
They chained him to a log so he has to sing there to make money.
Oh, we also left Granny in Yonway.
Oh, the druid. Oh, she was slowing us down anyway.
Maybe it is for the best. The adventures we go on are not for the elderly.
Even someone at my age, crikey.
Well, if we're done saying your goodbyes, we should get moving. We're losing daylight.
Isn't it just basically the beginning of the sun rose 2 hours? It's half an hour ago.
Time doesn't stop for the dead.
I'm asking you, Chen.
Yeah, pretty much.
Kinda wish it did.
Yeah, let's leave.
So, you guys mount back up on your horses. Toriel's horse, now a body lighter. You guys begin to make your way down the path.
Are you sure? Didn't
Shen, didn't
yeah,
all
we
the
had
horses
all
die?
of us. No, other question before that. Didn't we all have a horse because the horse there was Garf's, and then she took it? So we have a horse extra now, actually.
You do, yeah.
So should I?
Horse that belongs to. Actually, I'm sorry. I shouldn't say anything.
Well, it belonged to the stable guy, and then Adeline kind of borrowed them. Then we took him here, and now we gotta take them all back. So I guess I'll just ride that horse. Can that horse take me? Is the horse strong enough?
It seems like it. You want to try?
Yeah.
You mount up on the horse. It kicks a little bit, but lets you get on. It's something about Mara's presence that seems to calm these animals.
And yeah, the horses almost died, Clips, but we brought them. They were basically just, unconscious, I think. Just as we were. Would. Something like that, right?
Horses never got attacked. You guys got off your horse.
Okay. Well, we ride off.
So Mara takes point. You guys want to follow down the road behind her. You travel into a more wooded area than you usually travel. You notice a couple of tree-based creatures scattering around canopies. Beams of light are now breaking through trees that are arcing over the path. The stumps seem to get larger as you travel further up in this direction. Okay, and everyone make me a perception check while you're traveling.
Did you say with with anything or just a perception?
Perception is with something?
10.
15.
Oh, I just thought you said with something like with advantage or anything.
Perception while you're traveling.
Alright.
You see Chris's character hanging dead from a tree.
It is 18, I got, yeah, 18.
You guys continue on this path. You've been traveling for around 2 hours at this point. You've reached a point where the tree density doesn't change, but you'd be considered in a foresty type area. There's still breaks where you can see out into the plains and such. You continue on for another 15 minutes or so, and you see a large pack horse with various poles hanging off the back of it. And a small gentleman who's kind of stopped in the middle of the street, a human, wearing rather eloquent purple and brown robes, a hat with a feather in it. He's just kind of looking around. He sees you, he starts to flag you down.
Good day. Can we help you?
Hello there.
Hello!
You wouldn't have to be the adventuring sort, would you?
We might.
Maybe.
Or maybe I can interest you in one of my wares?
Oh, traveling salesman.
Of sorts.
What would you sell?
And he walks around to the back of his pack horse and he pulls out one of the pipes and slides it along the floor.
Actually, I have a question for you as the salesman and as the DM. You know how I have a book full of spells? I do, don't I? It's like a spell book, right?
Yeah.
Can I buy a prettier one? Just because why not? I like cosmetics. Not that I'll ever mention it's nice, but I want a nice one.
If you find a vendor, yeah.
Does he not sell any?
You can ask him.
Do you sell any spell books? Because the one I have's pretty tattered. It's got claw marks going through it. It's been set on fire. It's pretty worse for wear.
So he's kind of walking up to you with this really long pole on his shoulder. Sorry, I only sell one specific thing, and that would be these. He holds up. 10-foot pole. 5 gold apiece.
10-foot pole!
What?
The 10-foot pole.
What
Oh my god, what's it made of? Is it made of metal?
It's made of very strong wood.
Damn, can I use it to transmute?
He looks at you quizzically.
I'm not very good with feet.
What?
Would
How
be
can
a
we use
good.
that for adventure?
I mean, I
Your
can
adventures,
transmute
you'll think of something.
like a sword, maybe.
You never heard the expression, I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole?
Can I roll if I have?
Go for it.
What do I roll?
His history.
History, isn't that a minus subject? Yep. No, I just want to roll for Toriel, because Toriel's actually, yes, yes. She's 18. Just heard of
Yeah.
it.
You
Cool.
definitely heard of it.
Yeah.
And here you are, a man willing to sell you a 10-foot pole.
Well, if I wouldn't want to touch it with a 10-foot pole, why would I want a 10-foot pole?
Or would you rather touch it from 10 feet away? Or 1 foot?
True that.
Other tools exist that do the same thing, but also other stuff.
Do you have any of them?
I take out a sword. I have a sword.
Yeah, that sword is hardly 10 feet. And it looks rather... Doesn't look the best made.
Well, it helped me, I guess, so far. It wasn't the worst sword I've ever held.
Well, that being said, I'm not here to tell you your sword is shit. I'm here to sell you a 10-foot pole. Everyone needs a 10-foot pole.
I kinda actually dumbfounded because, you know, I'm not the most just
Could we
whisper to the
trade,
party.
maybe?
Do we need a 10-foot pole?
Could we do a trade, maybe?
Trade for what?
I've got a few stuff in my bag. I've got vial of poison, scorpion blood,
Oh dear.
lamia blood,
No use for any
scales.
of that.
Pardon?
I have no use for any of that.
I've used for 10-foot pole.
Well, your loss. And he walks back to the round course.
Wait.
He stops and he spins around on 1 foot. Yes.
Yeah.
5 gold, you say?
5 gold.
I'll take 2.
Very well. And
Oh,
he kind of like rocks it up so it goes 10 feet in the air and it kind of swings towards you.
that'll come really handy with your 10-inch rope.
He runs back to the horse. He pulls out another 10-foot pole. And this one he
Fishing?
walks
You
up
can make
to.
a fishing rod?
Do you have any wires by any chance?
You can make a fishing rod.
I think the man said he only sells 10 feet.
Just wondering.
The Dragonborn listens.
Just asking. No
I'm
hurt
just
in that.
saying.
Fine. Pass him 10 gold.
Pleasure doing business with you. Good luck in your adventures.
Thank you.
Thank you, stranger.
We'll probably need
jumps
it.
back on his horse. His feather kind of flops down for a second. He flicks it back up, so it points up, and he begins to trot off in his horse, the opposite direction which you guys are going. Mara's just kind of still on her horse, just pure confusion locked on her face.
I have the same confusion, alright? Just, what? I think you got scammed?
I'll probably find a use for it.
I mean, hopefully it's at least good wood.
Can I examine the wood?
Sure. Roll me a investigation.
Eight.
Seems strong.
Seems very strong.
Well... You wanna test out how strong?
We just paid 5 gold for this. I don't want to break it. Not just yet.
If you say so. I just don't wanna hang... If we have to get down somewhere, I don't wanna hang my full weight on it for it to break.
Whatever.
Well, if the orc is done playing with his rod, can we get a move on?
Oh, we can.
Yes.
Mara begins to ride off then.
I follow.
Stop it.
So you guys are traveling again. 15 minutes pass. The trees begin to slightly thin in this area. Where it would open into plains, you see remnants of where once was a river, but it appears to have dried up. Sort of leading inland to a tallish kind of hill, treeless, but also looking a little devoid of life towards the top. You traveling over the course of the next 2 hours. The sun is beginning to crest in the sky, and ahead of you lies another horse. This one with another gentleman who's also currently reading a map. He's kind of looking around and trying to get his bearings in the sun.
I mumbled to myself, I hope this one doesn't sell 10-foot rope.
Ooh, I could use some rope.
If Atana would like to describe himself.
What? Yeah.
Yeah, very... Oh, yeah, that's a good description.
So yeah, I'm a Tano. I'm about 190, pretty bulky, orcish gentleman, wearing this representative Valkyrian armor, having this
Valkyrian
Pretty-
armor?
having this pretty big Valkyrian bed legs on my
The hell is
back.
Valkyrian armor?
Armor from Valkyria.
Yeah.
You'd be
Oh.
familiar.
Yeah, that
No,
does
I'm
make
not
sense.
wearing the armor, you know.
Is it plate?
It's not, no.
Ah, good.
It's
Because
pretty-
otherwise I would have been jealous.
You're
Orcs
always
don't come
jealous
to
and you're
my
always
religion.
interrupting everyone else, Luke.
But
Alright.
as you get a bit closer, Tiffany, you recognize him as...
Oh, I do. I haven't been filled in on this, but okay.
Yeah, well, I tried, but, you know...
He didn't send me any messages.
You recognize him as the Lord Protector.
I mean,
He's
sure, whatever.
essentially in charge of... not the army, but the safety of the crown. So protection of the royals and such. But
Oh,
yeah, very familiar face.
a lady!
Why
I
you
finally
here?
found you!
You're supposed to be back home, protecting the king, making sure he returned a small child I invested my time into.
Well, first, after all, your husband is fine, but well, he was concerned about you after your recent messages you sent,
What?
and
Kinda confused. Marda looks at
Rumors.
Tiffany and says, "Do you know this guy?"
The kind of confused Tiffany who's only realized she has a protector replies, yes.
allow me to introduce myself. I am Atano, the Lord Protector, Her Majesty's personal bodyguard and subordinate to the Crown of Valkyria. Yes, I'm also here to, bring you the regards from your husband, and he considers bringing a child in Valkyria, which, as you know, is still a war zone, rather unfitting.
Your home is a war
Yeah.
zone?
I
Yeah,
asked.
This is new news to Tiffany.
Yeah.
My backstory's being rewritten.
So anyway, in this case, I was sent to engage in this matter, and then again, I actually have no plan to take a child with me back.
Well,
My primary
that's the
objective is
king's
to
job.
assure your security, Your Highness.
If she
Okay.
ordered you to take the child back, wouldn't you have to?
It's the
I wasn't
king.
ordered in
asked-
that respect. I was asked to simply, confirm the existence of said child and,
Well,
take
I asked-
take some measures in that respect.
I sent a message to the kingdom asking either the king or an escort to come retrieve the child and return them straight back to Valkyria.
Your Highness, you should be well aware that your husband is really busy. Busy.
My husband wouldn't turn down a small child.
And yes,
Me and
before
him
he
have
sent
been
me to
trying-
take care of the matters.
To have children for many years, but Tiffany, I start to get like tears in my eyes because this is a very tragic moment I just thought of right now. We just haven't been able to have kids. Can someone comfort Tiffany, please?
I'm sure it will.
Yes, I comfort Tiffany. It's okay.
Thank you.
It's okay.
I tried, but the last two kids, unfortunately. Oh,
Oh, but I forgot to mention, your husband is also
That-
is also concerned about the security of the child. It might actually die on the way to its home, since, how do I frame this? Our capital is currently under siege.
Ken, do you mind? Like, whose idea was it to just change my backstory?
Your backstory's still the same.
Why would it be under siege? There's no neighboring countries.
My lady,
Good,
who are
good
you
neighboring
talking to?
Who are they at war with?
This is what I don't understand. We're at war with nobody. If there's a war, I'd have to go back to the kingdom.
Yeah, I'm asking
be
your
alerted.
Lord Protector. Who are they at war with?
The
The
child isn't
sand midgets, or
sad.
Excuse me, what?
the sand people from sand cakes? Yeah, thank you.
No sons.
So, if you guys remember, I told you that both of your continents, Val and Valkyria, are on the same continent next to a giant desert.
Yeah?
The Sandcakes are people who live in the desert.
Wouldn't then Fel be also under attack?
Lord Protector.
Yes, it's also in a
Whose idea was it to just
really
say,
bloody battle
well,
against the sand cakes. Casualties
Well,
on
not
both sides are immense.
So, not only is the child I want to take home and have a nice, happy, she's my daughter now, kind of adopted child, but now I've just been informed that my backstory is now being rewritten. I'm currently under war.
It's not being rewritten.
But we're not at war with anybody.
You weren't when you left.
Fel doesn't even have
The
a
kingdom
sovereign
wouldn't be under
ruler.
siege.
Nobody
It's so
to
far
unite
to travel.
Yeah, I'm sorry to bring you all this bad news, my lady.
Whose idea was this to be like, let's not tell Tiff that will create a character. Let's not tell Tiff this valuable information.
Well, you see, someone came here to tell you your land is at war now, and here he is.
Oh, bye, guys! Hope you have fun on the adventures. I'm back. I'm going back home now.
Well,
Wait
honestly,
for me, my lady.
Toriel feels the same. Her land that doesn't have a sovereign ruler, nobody to unite them, is at war.
Okay, so I feel like Chris has explained this. It's been drawn out a little bit wrong. They're not at war. Well, they are at war, but defensive war. They're both being attacked
Yeah.
and are currently under siege.
I'm sure this matter will be
The entirety of
resolved in a few
Fall
days.
again. Fall doesn't have a sovereign ruler.
My
It's just the
kingdom was under
entirety of
siege.
the
I wouldn't-
land under siege.
I wouldn't be.
Well, lady,
Santa
by the
Claus
time
on
we
the
will
top.
arrive there, you will,
Every
the
single
battle will
city.
be probably already over.
I wouldn't be traveling, would I? If that was going on.
Every single city in Fel is under siege.
Your husband told me that you wouldn't have any
Where's the
reason
map?
to worry.
Where's Fel's map? This doesn't make
He
any
is
I wouldn't
sense.
still
have any
concerned
reason
about
to
his
worry.
safety.
So you're gonna tell me the child that I want to adopt might die on the way home?
Now, Jen, you
How do
told
you
me.
think I'm supposed to react? And then you're like, oh yeah.
My
suddenly
lady,
the-
you must
the
be strong
kingdom's
right now.
under
I know
attack.
this is tough.
You told me to flip my map upside down, right? When we talked about Fel's
Currently, the
map, right?
capital isn't a safe place. Just give it
Why
a few
wouldn't it
days
be?
to be resolved.
The capital is a very nice place with nice people that I make sure everyone in my kingdom feels equal.
And the desert is to the right.
Give me a second, Luke.
There's mountains all the way around.
Okay.
Or to the east, I
Mountains.
suppose, judging from
To
north
get
directed
to
map.
the castle, they'd have to come across mountains and then vast plains, pretty much. When I drew my map.
Well, Fall barely has any inhabitants. It's not a very inhabited place.
Well, my lady, if you so desire, I could escort you back home.
Yeah, ooh, let's just go back home.
I'm just here to
So,
serve you, my lady.
for Luke and Tiffany, who I feel this is my folly, but I didn't explain to you the size of a continent you guys are on. But both of your nations make up less than half of that continent.
Both
Well,
our
sort of,
lands
it was
make up
quite a
half
small-
the continent. I mean,
I thought it was quite a small
mine
island.
and hers combined.
Valkyria. Scar.
I can barely read that. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's really faint because I was using a thin pencil, but
Phil Forest? Did I have that? Oh, Foul Forest, eh?
Foul Forest, yeah. But essentially, that box is Foul. North
What?
of it is Valkyria, and that mountain range is what separates the desert.
So I have
From
to
the
flip it
other
upside down, and there's the Foul Furian Lake. Yeah, that's pretty much the map I drew. Where's the desert?
Everything
The
on
entire left side,
everything on the west. So, okay.
the west of those mountains.
So yeah, do we have issues resolved? I guess.
They should not resolve. They should just started.
I've
Pardon me. Pardon me. Who do I have the honor to speak to? A noble warrior.
I now have a head of something I wasn't aware of.
I couldn't get hold of you in private between when it happened.
Is that your handwriting, Chen? Because it
On a
looks
tablet.
very similar to mine.
On a tablet, yeah.
Wait, that means technically my. Actually, that's
So-
not. Did they just walk through the mountains? Okay.
Over
I
the
mean,
mountains, I
a
guess.
very dangerous mountains.
The Demon's
lady-
Valley was there. The Demon's whatever I called it. Well,
My
it's
lady,
destroyed now, but
Would you care to introduce your little friends to me?
there's the Furian Lake. There's that lake. That lake
What
is
are
a
you
little,
traveling with? They
little
look.
bigger than I thought it would
Let's
be.
be honest, they look quite conspicuous.
It's that lake.
Here in that
It's a
Marvel
valley,
kinda
yeah.
snuffs,
Yeah, it's pretty good
walks
map.
away.
I'm a bit worried. They do not look really well. You know, like someone like you should associate with.
I think if we meant harm to Tiffany, we would have done it by now.
Oh, I mean no insult, but well. So far, I don't even have a name to refer to you.
I am Toriel
fair lady.
Braveheart of Fel. Paladin in training.
Nice to meet you. I guess I
So we're
already
just gonna stand here conversing about little banter. Because if I have to go back, that's gonna take a while.
Well, I assume you can take care of your business you have at hand, my lady, and then we will be on our way home.
No, we can't be on our merry way home, because what business we're attending to now is we have no clue what we're actually doing. So
This is
if my
business, my lady.
country is under attack, I'm
That's
not going to
your
be getting a
business.
very good name if I'm not there. Plus, I wanted to have a
Give
child.
me a
Did they
sec.
send you to us? I'm
Okay.
speaking. Your queen is speaking. Right?
Yeah, but there's some real life issue.
So-
My dad's just banging against the window.
I
I
would-
gotta see what this mess
I
is.
When
would
you
like
guys
to-
are done with the melodrama, can we move on ahead, please?
Shush! I'd like to know, were you sent to get the small mute child, or was that somebody else? I want to know every bit of information.
I always wondered, Jen, where is this hole in
Are
our
you
continent?
going to get her? Are you on the way now, or is someone else going to
In
get her
regards
and they've
to
already
Trymira.
retrieved her?
Left.
Or has no one went yet, or what? What's going on?
So to our right is water, and then there's Trymira.
No answer.
It's a sizable distance of water. Tiffany, Chris has gone to deal with his dad.
It's gone what?
To deal with his dad. Apparently he banged against his window, which is really weird, because I think his window is like not anywhere you can stand.
5th floor or something, yeah, that's what
No.
he told me.
It's definitely not 5th floor.
I just need to know this information.
His dad used fly spell.
Dude, I just want to know, because if Chris was going to be, this is his new character, then he kind of go off and do other stuff, because then he'll be away from the party.
Can I
So-
ask a really confused question right now? What day is it? It's Thursday, right? It's Wednesday?
Wednesdays.
It's Wednesday.
So, Tiffany,
Mm-hmm.
Lord Protector. He's essentially the Guard of Royals. His duty is to safeguard the king, queen, and their primary family.
So, my lady, what should we do now?
Well, I asked you a question.
What was that question again? I seem to have timed out.
So,
Best royal
you-
protector
are
ever.
you going to get...
Are you questioning my ability?
I am asking
I
you a
take my
question.
ex
Are
from my
you
back.
going to retrieve her? Is someone else going to retrieve her? Are you on your way now, or are you just being there?
I was primarily on the search for you, my lady, since
So you wouldn't have any clue about the girl then?
I was
Unless
informed
you
that
were
there was a
asked by the
certain girl you
king.
wanted to be to have taken care of.
So the king asked you to retrieve her? Or has he sent someone else? Yes, no, maybe? Yes, no, maybe? Is someone being sent to get her? I mean, I put the effort into writing a fake letter.
Well, I'm really confused, my lady, since your husband didn't give me any specific orders. He said, "Take care of my take care of my bitch, or I'll have your head."
So you
And
don't know about the
do whatever
small-
she wants.
So you don't know about her. So you don't know about the child then? Yes,
What a good
no?
relationship.
So yeah, he was informed about the child, but what he's been told is not to bring the child back at this time because it's too dangerous.
Yeah, here we go.
Give me a minute while I slam something really loudly down with rage. Okay, there we go. Sorry. I need a minute.
Please, my lady, calm down.
Mara pulls on your cloak, Marduk.
What is it?
It's getting good.
I don't really care.
Well, you don't know where you're going, so you're gonna have to.
Fine.
I hope Evian will be okay.
So, are these berries magical?
One could say that.
Cool.
You wanna try one?
Sure.
Shan you a good berry. It's a small purple, or it resembles a blueberry, a little larger. Actually, almost resembles a grape.
So,
Marda kind of like looks inconspicuous at it and smells them, and then just takes the whole thing into his mouth.
Well, I don't think he could take a bite.
It bursts. With
How does it taste like, Chen?
it bursts with flavor. It's very full of moisture.
These are really good.
You also feel as if you're fully sustained, and you also heal 1 hit point. But
Sweet.
but you're
He has a 1 temporary HP now.
nope.
Oh.
He does nothing because he's at max.
So that's why you were throwing them a Turiel in the midst of battle. They have healing properties.
Small.
excuse me, who are you, the one with the bow?
Name's Mara.
Pleasure to meet you, Mara. Eternal. And you're, well, quite, how do I say this? Grumpy friend over here? Pointing towards Marduk.
She looks at Marlo. She looks back at you, shrugs her shoulders.
Okay.
That's Marduk.
Well, that's... thank you. Well then, what would be
Marda
our
doesn't
next...
seem interested in talking to this guy.
My lady, what should be our next steps? Where are we
Going
headed?
back home.
What do you want me to do?
Going back home. That's what we're gonna do.
Of course, my lady.
You're leaving?
Tiffany is leaving, and we consider her character being dead. She has to make a new character.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
because-
realistically, Chen, how long would it take to from this point
Yeah,
here to
so
get back
Marduk
to?
like had to go do some
Valkyra or
business,
Val?
and maybe his character's dead now too.
Oh shit. Guess I had another plan, but not entire
It'll take you
month.
about a month to get home.
Okay, fine.
That's
'cause I
just
had
too bad.
had a story I wrote for a mission Toriel would do, but now I can't do that because she would have to leave temporarily for Fel. A month is a long time.
We have treasures and monsters to fight.
Oh, well, too bad my nation's under attack.
Oh, do you trust your husband to... Don't you trust your
Do I
husband?
trust my husband? I'm sorry, right? I am a queen, right? If news went around that the queen had fannied off somewhere while her country is under attack, what kind of name would I get?
Well, I thought you were on a mission to save your country.
No, I was on a mission to gain knowledge. Because nothing was going on when I left.
I think if the people know the queen left to be a better, to learn how to be a better ruler, they would feel proud of her.
Well, your husband
No,
also
they
made...
wouldn't. They'd be like, where's my leader? Who do we trust?
My lady, your husband is currently taking care of the matter, and
No, I'm going back home.
he wishes you to stay here, actually.
Yeah, we should just say, well, the country's under attack. What a good idea.
Yeah, he considers you much
Yeah,
safer
we-
right here.
Yeah, safer.
No one is safe in Trymira.
No, I'm gonna have to go back home to deal with the issues that need to be dealt with. I cannot stay and continue an adventure when I know the place I call home is being attacked. So I'm gonna have to head back down to the docks, pretty much.
I'm sorry, Chris.
I'm unsure at this point, but
That's fair enough.
I'm unsure if I should do the same or trust Evian and Val to be fine.
Well, that's useful.
So, my
Aiden
lady,
wasn't
what do
from
you
there.
do you intend
Yeah,
to do?
but he
once
said
we
he
I
had
get
to
just
leave.
back
said-
to the-
About 50 times! We're gonna have to go back to the country.
No, he said what you want to do when you get there.
Yes.
What do you think? Try and sort out this war? Try and make some kind of alliance with them? Or try and offer them a deal? Some sort? Or if they don't agree, beat the living sand out of them?
Well, that's the spirit, my lady. My lady.
So,
Come in.
chop chop. Bye guys!
Wait, Tiffany, can't you do that in writing?
Can't I do that in writing? Or send a letter that'll take about 3 months to get there?
Well, Tiffany, if you must leave, I bid you farewell. That we see each other again one day. It is rare to have
Goodbye,
a proper
Toriel.
goodbye
I-
in this group.
I'll remember you.
All right, let's take a 5-minute break. Hold on.